Yeah. 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 Whew. Yeah. Battle. Didn't I tell you? 2 o'clock, baby. 2 o'clock, baby. Damn. I'm on time, man. About 20 minutes late. Yeah. I'm about 20 minutes late, bro. King talk back the original. Peace to the God, the rebirth and the re-education. I'm going for the nation. Screw your occupation. It's all money talk today. Say you need it. You need it. It's common sense though. I'm about to get you some money. It's all about the money today. More cash. Probably gonna get more ass. It's probably gonna be bad for you. But I'm gonna tell you about some money. Get set up. I'm in the dark right now. I'm laid up, man. I'm laid up. I'm chilling, man. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Peace to the God, the rebirth and the re-education. But it's only for the nation. Yo, I don't know how much I'm gonna give out today. I'm happy y'all here with me. 10-11, I see you. I like my coffee French pressed. We taking it slow today, bro. First of all, who's burning miles? Let's get that out of the way. Who burning miles? Who's burning miles? Say I'm burning miles. How many you gotta burn? If you're not in the truck yet, you're just a student, tell me. If you got me in your Bluetooth, tell me. You hear me? Tell me. I need to know that before we start the session today. You are... Let's get this right. You know they told me I stole it, didn't I? Yeah, they try to say I bought my joint. I wasn't gonna get one. You know the regime hated on me. They made me wait a year till they gave me my joint. Somebody got lost in a mail. Oh hell, y'all lying. Y'all just ain't want to give a real cat one. You only want to give it to the jigaboos. That's the truth. They want to give it to the bojanglers, the sugar cooners. They want to give it to the real, bro. That's how it go. I'm in the Bluetooth, my velvety soft voice. They don't know about what we do on here, man, because they're not part of the culture. Why do we focus on rookies after a certain time? You know everything. After a certain time, you believe running your clock can only be ran one way. Not understanding your clock running depends on what division you're doing. So this conversation is going to be pertaining to the runners. Running, runner. That is a slang term we use to say somebody who goes hard in the games. Term of endearment. DC Trucker, 1011, King the Trucker. These are runners. You understand? If you are just getting into the game, you're probably not a runner. Peace to the God, the rebirth. You're probably not a runner. You understand? You're not one yet. In time, King the Don walks in the door and wants to be top of the kids, yeah. King the Trucker talking that mess today. He must have got paid. Jesus, Joseph. Taking it first. Keep up the great work, little big brother. I see you. King, you ain't hit me in a minute, though. Where you been, doggy? Where you been? You know what, King? That's really my fault. That's really my fault, dog. You need to text me. I'm going to text you back. I'm going to tell you why it's my fault. Why we ain't talk. Because I'm thinking you ain't called me, but it's some other stuff going on. I'm going to text you. Forget about it. It's my fault, bro. But listen. You're probably taking on the moniker of a runner, and you're not one. That's the truth. When I tell you I'm a runner, that means I can get it done. Period. It don't matter. It don't matter what the load going. You hear me? It don't matter what the time constraint is. It just depends on if I'm in the money getting mood. Oh, back in my backsliding days? Whew. Bro, listen. I was top dog running the read, bro. Ain't nobody running heavier than the big dog, no. I was a runner. It didn't, you know. Now I'm hopper. I don't got to do that. That's why I tell you, this stuff matters. Oh, your division. Where the top 3 division where the runners are? It's going to be Reefer. I mean, I'm going ahead and say Reefer, if they not top 1, they top 2. They're in the top 2 of runners in the industry. They run. It's going to be Reefer, dry van, and mail runners are the top runners of the game. I said it. I'll let y'all fight about it. I'll let you fight about it. I'll say it again. The mail trucks. We talking about your FedExes and all that. Your mail trucks, reefer. You hear me? Reefer and dry van. See, Mac Pro agrees. Reefer's up there, bro. Reefer's, you hear me? I want to call them number one, but those mail dudes, man, they do some wild stuff, bro. They off the chain. The mail guys, you know, they hot boying nowadays. A person will say, well, I do flatbed, I do step deck. Flatbed and step deck, let's be real, we do that because the work offsets the running a skosh, and let's be real, we have a better lifestyle than the reefer guys. Let's be real. We know it. We work harder, but we have a better lifestyle. Utah. Yeah, Utah, I see. We have a better lifestyle. You know? But y'all gotta understand, these rookies are getting out here, and what they're gonna do is they're gonna go into reefer first, because reefer is pumping the most money into getting people their CDLs. They're running the most schools in the industry. The easiest way to get into the game. I know I left out cattle haulers, man, but cattle haulers, they don't really follow the rules. They get ag exemptions, so we can't really mess with them. They're in a league of their own. They're somewhere else. You understand? They're like the Millennium Falcon type. They're just, they can do it in 14 parsecs. They're not like us. If you got ag exemptions, you know, we really can't even, it's apples to oranges. We can't compare that. But the young bucks that come out here, they want to run, but they just don't know the tricks of the trade, bro. They don't know. Some of them are watching this video. Okay. No problem, Thompson. I see you. They're watching this video, and some of the terms we're using, they don't know. But we're gonna get them straight today. I try to do a time clock class every 3-4 months because there's new subs that don't know it. And the amount of value that a driver gets that's never been in the game from understanding the time clock is very important. And we know it already, but it's nothing to us. But you understand when y'all here and y'all commenting and we're talking about time clocks, you really are helping people out. You're giving back to the culture. You're giving back because they don't know. Who's a rookie? Someone say, I'm a rookie. I want somebody who just got in the truck this month to say, I just got in the truck. If you participate in this, I'll let you call in and we'll talk. But I need a rookie. Less than too much running. He's the guy to rebirth and to react your kids, y'all. Who's a rookie? Less than 2 months. Or not even in the truck yet. We'll wait. It's Sunday today. I gotta go to work, bro. Because I'm a rookie. What's his name? Hustle Life says he's a rookie. How long? I want somebody. I want fresh fish, fresh butt, man. You got to be someone fresh. Where the young bucks at? Let me talk to the young bucks, the people who need it. You can't be scared to speak up. We're not gonna bite you. We're not gonna bite you. I'm about to get you some money. Listen to what I'm telling you. They don't want to hear me. I'll wait. King ain't up to, I ain't doing nothing today. All right. Hustle Life is 3 weeks. So you're already in your truck. What's your division? Yeah, here's sweet meat, rookie. Sweet meat. That boy smell like Similac. He's the guy to rebirth and the re-education. You need time clock gang. I ain't got no Bluetooth. Man, you doing terrible, bro. Julie, you been for a minute, Joe. Don't do that. Let drive in. We can work with that. All right. Hustle Life. Hustle Life is coming to the game. He's a butt naked rookie. He's running drive in. He's in for a world of new stuff that he's never seen before. And we're going to tell him today what the game is. First question is, what time of day do you wake up in the morning? Hustle Life. Everybody remember that name, Hustle Life. Sub to his channel. I don't know if you have a channel, but he should build one. Sub to Hustle Life. What time in the morning do you wake up, Hustle Life? We'll wait. I hear you. Appreciate that, Mr. Truckin'. What time in the morning do you wake up, Hustle Life? $4:40 a.m. That's a trick question. It depends on when you went shut down. Are you OTR, Hustle Life? Because it matters if you're OTR or not. It matters, man. It matters. If you are OTR, you have what they call a variable sleep schedule. You have no time of day that you wake up. That's the first rule we got to break. You wake up when the load tells you can wake up. So what Hustle Life is going to run into in the next 6 months is they're going to test him with different type of loads. He going to get what we like to call pop and drops, dropping hooks. We all love dropping hooks. Why do we love dropping hooks? Because you can snatch a load, get it done very quickly. Then he's going to have something called a live unload. That's where he backs into the door and they unload him and there's no telling when they're going to let him go. Okay? You also are going to have something called a relay, a pass off. You're going to have to pass your load off to somebody else. Those can be tricky sometimes because you don't know when this guy's going to show up. You don't know when his appointment time is. You don't know none of that. And then you're just going to have an all-around bad day, and you're also going to have multi-stops. Most people do not like multi-stops, but the truth is multi-stops are where the money is made. You don't know that. You think multi-stops are a pain in the butt. You don't like them. You don't want to do them. But the truth is that's where a lot of the money is made. That's why the guys at Prime like floral loads. Why is that, TB? Well, you get paid per stop. They usually pay way more money. And relative to the money that they're paying, it's not as many miles, so you end up keeping more of the profit. I don't know if you're owner op or not. We're not going to confuse the conversation with that. But if your company, you're going to get paid by each stop, and it's going to make more money. If you are a lease driver and you get paid percentage, it's going to say something like $4,500, 6 stops. But when you actually average it out, you didn't run that many miles. You did a lot of parking and dealing with shippers, and you kept more of the profit. That's the difference. So you need to know what comes to your call com and know how to look at it. A lot of this is you're looking at a load. You're going to be looking at loads with the wrong energy. Hustle life. We're all guilty of it. You're going to look at a load and only think of if it's annoying to do or not. So right now, since you prefer everything to be simple, which you should, you're just getting the game, you'll see a load that's, drop a hook on one side, drop a hook on one side and it's 1,400 on the other side. It's about 1,200 miles. It's easy enough. You think, I like that load. When actually that load don't make you as much money as a floral load that has 10 stops. You understand? You follow me? You may like that easy looking load, but that easy looking load has 2 different prongs on it. On one hand, it's easy to do. You got time to breeze into town, chill, eat at the Waffle House, do a little cock gazing in the truck stop, looking at, where you're going. You can look at little CBs and stuff in the truck stop, and you feel like, oh, this is a pretty good deal. And it makes for a good week as far as your temperament, but it does not make you more money than the complicated stuff. Okay? If you are owner op, and let's say this load pays you $4,500. Number one, I don't care if you're owner op or not, Hustle Life, you need to know how to calculate your money. So I give you a load that's drop a hook on both sides and take you from down the county all the way up to Fontana. We'll call that 2,200 miles. We'll say 2,600 miles, something like that. Something like that from like Carrie. Yeah, something like that. 2,600 miles. You need to tell me, Hustle Life, is this a good load or not? Y'all gonna spit stuff out, but I'm gonna give it to all the veterans. Chime in with useful information. Okay, you're a lease driver. You get paid percentage. You down the county. They call Hustle Life up. They tell him, I'm gonna give you a load that's coming from down the county to Fontana, 2,600 miles. It's drop and hook on both ends. You think it's a good load? Oh, it's got to be a good load. We will make that distinction soon enough. And thank you for the game coming from the rock. I see you. We'll make that distinction good enough. So you run and go get it. You pick the load up, but you figure out this load is 48,600 pounds. 48,600 pounds. It pays $3,000. 48,600 pounds. It pays $3,000. It's going 2,600 miles. And you don't know, the appointment is undecided on the back end. You just go pick it up anytime you want to. But on the back end, 0-0. They don't know. Yeah. Pay attention to the blue cloaks, to the moderators that are talking. Because right now they're running it through their mind. 10, 11, King. They're running through their mind. They're thinking, whoa, no, I don't know what time it is. It's heavy. They're saying things you're not even thinking of. Weight matters. Weight matters. People are denying, no, it's a no-go. Lost too much money. Now, y'all have to explain it to hustle a little bit, this is I don't know if I want to take that load unless, let's say I'm DM. Yeah, see, they're thinking about the terrain. That's another, see, he ain't think about that yet, 10-11. Okay, but I tell them, all right, 10-11. Yeah, this is a doozy. 10-11 text back, I decline that. I don't want that. So I hit her back. That decline is the start of the negotiation for the week. So I hit you back with something like that. I'll tell you something like this. Listen, I have a cherry load 160 miles north of Fontana. You listening to me? I got a cherry load 150 miles north of Fontana that I need you to bring back to Missouri for $6,500. It's about the same distance. About the same distance. But we're talking about produce now. But you're in dry van, so most likely it'll be out. What could be driving? Medical equipment. Reefer guys, we'll go cherries. Your dry van, we'll go medical equipment. Medical equipment for $6,000 back to Missouri. And your next question is going to be, when does it drop? No, that's what I'm telling you, Hustle Life. Take it, because what they're going to do is I'm going to jar 10-11 with that money to make them feel that way. Take it. But there's still a question. When does it drop? Notice I didn't care about when it was picked up. Next thing 10-11 is going to know is, when do I drop it off? Yeah, see, but it's light in the first. See, King's thinking it pays double and it's lighter. But when do I drop this off? Because we know if I can get this there by my drop off time, $3,000 plus $6,500. That's a decent owner op week. If you are a company driver, that's 3,600 miles. Going on 4 if you're a hot boy. So you can pick the first one up anytime you want. It drops off the morning that 10-11 has to turn in their paperwork. You understand me, Hustle Life? And what I just set up to you is a nice money week, but it is balls tight. Matter of fact, it's late. And most of the time, your money's going to come from late situations. It's late. This does not give you time to shower. This don't give you time to pull over and pee. You have to drive 5 perfect shifts. Do you understand? Perfect shifts. And that's funny because you don't know what a perfect shift is. That's how they get you. And then 10-11 just hits you with something that comes with what? Experience. Now, if I don't like you or I don't know you and I'm savvy, you still got 3 days to go to drop the first one off. I could snatch the load back. Or I could just give it to somebody else, and when you get there and tell you it all fell apart and I just tricked you into going to Fontana for $3,000. And I'm going to be real with you. A lot of that's going to happen. A lot of that's going to happen, bro.
But if you know your DM and your DM serious, what's determining if he's gonna snatch it or not, guess what determines that, Hustle Life? I'll wait. I agree, Malcolm. What determines if he's gonna snatch that big money off the back end, Hustle Life? BS? No, it's not BS. He can have a decent, because the truth is, depending on this factor, the computer can tell him to snatch it back. The computer can snitch on you and be like, nah, he can't do that. Talking nice to them could help, but it's not the determining factor. That's part of that's it. But I need to set it a different way, Yoshi. We're learning today. This is learning. If I'm late, but I kind of needed a different way, Hustle Life. That's close, Elton. Clock management. Mbusa got it. Your clock is what determines it. Everybody, we were saying the right thing, but it just wasn't that way. The clock management. That's what's going to determine if he's going to yank the load off you. Why? Because the software at the trucking company down the county is calculating your time. And when you fall behind a certain time, the thing turns red on his screen. The computer's already finding repower or already switching that next load. You're done. You have overslept and overstopped, and you have overstopped your way out of the backhand load. It says you're not going to make it. You're done. Your clock, bro. And it's how you use it. That's why I was saying sleep schedule. They were saying the right thing if you're late, but all that really boils down to is your clock. And Boosa got it. It boils down to your clock. Now, when you're heading on this first load, he put this load on you because it don't need to be picked up for a while. They still putting it together, but they're kind of hard on the scheduling though. So depending on your next 2 days, depends on if you get the back end. And this is how you do it. Pay attention. You pick up the load. You're coming from home time. The load is 100 miles away. You wake up. He tells you to load the day before. You're still at the house. The load's 100 miles away. Don't need to be picked up between 1400 and 1900. You understand? And hearing that, what type of drive shift are you gonna have when you see that? All right, he told me what my load is. I leave tomorrow. It don't have to be picked up to 1900 at night. 1600's the lowest. You should be doing what in your mind? You should be planning what? I'll wait. I'm giving up, King. I'm giving way too much game right now. Peace to the guy that we were having to re-education while you wait. It don't take this long to answer. A rookie's going to say, I'm going to get an early start. He's going to wake up 5 in the morning the next day. He's going to run, get the truck situated. He's going to drive towards where he's supposed to go. He going to get there. Yoshi got it right. That tells you it's a drive. It's not the drive shift correct, but Yoshi got it correct. Drive all night. What I presented to you was you should drive this at night. So what you're trying to do is you're calculating 100 miles takes you 2 hours to get there. Okay? They gave you an open schedule. Depending on what type of shipper it is, most likely you're trying to get there an hour before because they ain't gonna release it until that 1900. Unless you called, like my boy on TikTok, Jay just said, and see if you can pick it up early. You can call. But for sake of argument, rule of thumb, you get there an hour early. 100 miles is 2 hours away. You're going to leave 3 hours early. 19, 18, 17, 16. 16 is what? 16 is 4 o'clock, I think. Something like that. It's like 4 o'clock. So you're going to take it, you're going to think in your mind, I'm going to leave about 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So that night before, I'm about to give you a heavy hot dog gym. So when you sitting at the crib with your old lady and you get this like 2 in the afternoon, the day before you got to leave. That night, you have to reset your drive time. You have to reset your drive schedule. Do you know how to do that? Because you've been waking up 7, 8 in the morning. You got to reset that now. And you have to do a hard reset. You have to reset your schedule. But you're a rookie and you don't know how. If you are me, I know I'm giving a lot, King. Just chill. Just chill. It was only 30 minutes in. I got to give some more. Thank you, Wet Willie got it right. Stay up all night. So that day, Wet Willie is going to see that, and he knows I'm going to be up all night. So that night, the day before, you're going to stay up all the way to 7 o'clock in the morning, even though it hurts. You're going to stay up all the way to 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. All the way to 7 o'clock in the morning. 8, 9 if you can do it. So if you got to get the kids off to school, stay up. Get the kids off to school, give them their stuff. You know, you need to explain this to your old lady. I got to reset my clock. She wake up, you know, play a little piddle pat with her, try to get some cheeks and tell her, you know, I got to go to bed because, you know, I'm just messing with my sleep schedule. You will fall asleep 9 o'clock that morning. And then this gets us into our next gym. How long do you sleep? I know I lost you, Cobra. You're new. This is what the old heads are doing. You got to do a night shift the next day. You're going to sleep as long as possible. Okay? So you're going to sleep as long as possible. So let's say you go to sleep 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. 2. Lawrence, we're not giving that gym out. Lawrence, hold it back. You got to hold it back. You're going to try to pull an 8-hour. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. You're going to wake up 3 o'clock, turn and burn. But before you went to sleep, you totally situated your packing so you can just wake up and go. We're doing this if your truck is at the house. If your truck is at a truck stop, you got to do an hour early because you got to get situated. If you're a country boy and your truck is at the house, you get up, make sure all your stuff is situated in the truck. All you got to do is sleep, wake up, kiss your old lady if she's home, shower, shower, shave, get in the truck, head towards the load. Reefer guys can't do this hustle life because reefer guys have to do what? They have to wash their trailer. So they gotta leave an hour for that, but you don't got to do that. You just pull up. You head to the place. Remember, you brought that bushy tail. So you get to the place, we'll call it, you get to the place 30 minutes before you need to be there. The load's done. You hook the load up. You drove 2 hours out of 11. 1, 2. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You gonna run that puppy all the way to like 3 in the morning. Do you understand me? You're gonna get 600 miles on the first day. Close to it because you had to do that 2 hour, But you're gonna get 600 miles. Your counterparts are not gonna do this. They're gonna keep their regular schedule. They're gonna go pick that load up. They're going to pick that load up at 1600. That once it gets dark, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. By 21, they're going to be looking to shut that thing down. Cuz they didn't pre-step with you. They didn't pregame. So, they're spent by 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. Most likely 2 hours after the sun goes down, they're parking. And they've screwed themselves, Hustle Life. Let me tell you why. Because they have ran their stuff that late into the night. They have to wait 10 hours after 10 o'clock. 10 hours after 10 o'clock, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They can't move till 8 o'clock in the morning. You fall asleep. You go on your sleep berth 3 o'clock. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. You're going to wake up 1 o'clock the next day. That's exactly 10 hours. You run. Pay attention. Everything needs to be tight. You do not have time to be 10 minutes late on anything. You're gonna limit your breaks to 2 breaks outside of your real break, and they can only be 6 to 8 minutes. I will say it again for you. Because the next day, you're going to wake up to a drive shift, and that's all you have to do. You have 2,600 miles to do. You've knocked out 6. The next day, you're trying to get 700 miles. And you can get 700 miles on 65 miles an hour. Don't let nobody lie to you. You understand? So you're going to sleep. You're going to be in the sleeper berth for only 9 hours. You need to wake up an hour early. You only need to be sleeping about 6 hours, but that's a whole nother level of game. You're going to turn around and you're going to wake up at 12. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're going to go to sleep 11 o'clock that night. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're going to wake up 9 o'clock the next morning. The morning after that. And you're going to keep doing that. What it's going to end up doing, by the time you get to Fontana, you're going to be waking up 5 o'clock in the morning. Which is good because you're trying to duck Fontana traffic. So you're trying to be pulling into Barstow. You're trying to be pulling into Barstow early afternoon by the time you get out there. And let's say you couldn't make it, that's when you run an audible, a Hail Mary, which we do a split. You do an 8-hour split if you can. They could have changed the rules or something like that. I'm in Hopper. I don't got to deal with none of that. Okay? If you run it this tight and be this ahead of schedule, he won't yank the other load off your back. You'll slide in, drop that load, turn and burn, make sure you're on time, head to the next load, pick up the next one, and you're going to run your time clock all the way out because you're trying to get the hell out of California, bro. You're trying to get on the 20 and head towards Missouri. And you're going to run that sucker all the way to the last 30 minutes. 8 to 2, thanks to Steel Trucker. You have ran a perfect, focused drive shifts. You pee on the side of the road. It's dangerous, but it's the best way to do it. If you don't like that, you go to a rest stop. Why do you go to a rest stop, Hustle Life? Because the average wait time at a truck stop is 16 minutes. The average time for you to pee and be back on the road on a rest area is only 4 to 6 minutes. And you only got 2 of them outside of your 30-minute break. Period. So you can't waste them, Jimmy Jenks. And how do I do that? Well, you have to precision consume drinks and precision consume food, which is one of the reasons why good runners are not healthy. So you're going to be running dehydrated. Pretty much. That's how we do it. That's why our piss is orange. I'm giving away too much game. I need to slow it down. Peace to the God of rebirth and re-education. I'm giving away way too much game today. Should I stop? Yo, I'm giving up too much. If you look at the vets, they're telling you right in the bottom what they do. Should Wet Willie be a moderator? You hear every live. Should Wet Willie be a moderator? What you will learn in time to be a good trucker, oh no, I messed up. I hit the wrong button. That's me. Unhide. That's me, Wet Willie. I hit the wrong button. Chill. You're going, hold up. No. Add as moderator. That's my fault, bro. That's my fault. You understand? This live must be just for OTR runners because well, if you were here earlier, we did have that discussion. We're talking about Hustle Life, and he is an OTR driver. That is true, Elton. You understand? These gems are only a portion of the gems. And you're thinking right now, hold on. Why didn't I learn any of this at the trucking company? Peace of the God rebirth. Why didn't I learn any of this at the trucking company, TB? Well, the trucking company has one interest, bro, and that is to protect their assets. That's why the trucking company, they only talk to you about safety. You understand? They only talk to you about safety. Why? Why they don't talk to you about you making money? Because that is not the trucking company's interest. The trucking company's interest is for you not to crash their truck and get them sued. Okay? That's it. As far as you making money, that is irrelevant to them. That's all they care about. They don't want you to crash their stuff. You're right, Mr. Lacey. They don't want you to crash their stuff. Now, if you had a good trainer, your trainer would be teaching you ways to make money. But guess what the trainer's worried about? You crashing their stuff. And the stuff I'm teaching you, it borderlines the fringes. You're running stuff to the bleeding edge. That's why you're making the money. But that also, it's dangerous. You're thinking, well, I don't want to be dehydrated. Okay, well, this is what you do. You drink a little bit. When you get to the end of the day, you need to drink you a large core water or drink you a liter of water or 2 liters of water before you go to sleep. That's going to have me waking up peeing. That's fine because you ain't supposed to be sleeping no longer than 6-7 hours anyway. Then you'll try to recoup some of that hydration. But you do know when you wake up in the morning, you want to expel all your urine. And you're going to be very picky about what you pick after that because you don't want to be peeing all day. You understand? The truth is, the dirty dog truth. I'm going to be on here long. Listen to me. The dirty dog truth is this. If you follow exactly what your trucking company wants you to make, you will not make big money. You will make okay money. You will make safe money, but you won't make the big money because they will turn around and the guy that's doing all of this, they'll give him driver of the year if he don't hit nothing. Yeah. They'll give him driver of the year. And you don't understand how he getting driver of the year because he's applying all these tips and tricks they didn't teach you. Red Bull is a terrible option. It's a terrible addiction. Terrible. I got one right here. They're terrible. They're terrible for you. The best thing you possibly could be drinking is a little coffee in the morning without a lot of creamer and sugar. That's your about healthiest caffeine option you're going to get. And you should only drink one of them. And after that, every meal you eat or whatever you eat should be with water if you were doing what you were supposed to do. But we don't. We don't do what we're supposed to do. It is what it is. It is what it is. Steel trucker, the monsters BDD10. My bladder fam. I don't drink monsters are worse than Red Bulls. Caffeine is a hard man. Let me tell you, caffeine and nicotine, they've been peddling that for hundreds of years, bro. It ain't easy to shake. If I don't get my coffee, I get headaches and everything. You know, it's a mild form of withdrawal. Now, you're thinking, okay, that's only one scenario. There's 1,000. True. I'm not going to be able to teach you all of them. Number 2, once you learn how to make some money, hustle life, you're not going to keep watching. You think I don't know that's why y'all come here and you use me? You use me. You do me so bad. Once you learn how to make money, you're going to lose interest in the channel unless you're a lifer like some of these other guys that's on here. They got blue oranges. Once you start making some money, you're going to turn around and act like you made it up. That's what most people do. Okay? But that's fine. You've done what you were supposed to do. You made yourself some money. Team OTR gang, you have made me so much money. Appreciate that, Randy Clark. Okay. You made yourself some money. What happens now? I don't want you to lease a truck until you have mastered your maintenance, driving over bad terrain and bad weather, and your clock. When you're doing them without even thinking about it, then you're prepared to lease a truck if you have some business administration and some tax information. That's how that goes. But there's another layer to that as well. If you are still in the mega carrier situation as a rookie and you're thinking about leasing a truck, the next money move for you is training. If you're not smart like 1011 and people like that who click up with with a significant other and they just put all the money in one pot, because that's the true way to get over on this game. Nobody wants to hear it, but teaming is beaming. That's a fact. Because that load they offered you for $2,600 going to California, that same load would have been $4,000 for 1011. And that load on the back end would have been $9,000. And they would have did it in record time. Because they running 2 drive shifts. They're doing 1,200 miles a day. $1,200 miles a day. That means they can go from down the county to Fontana and get to Missouri with no problem. Not a problem in the world. Like breathing. And he knows that. And the truth is, if you're at a company and there's teams there, that's who's getting the big money tight loads. That's the truth. Sean Thompson, I see you. He says, keep it going. That's the people who getting the big money loads. It's the team drivers. The team drivers. They're getting the money. Appointments don't matter to teams. You see, 1011 is teaming. They ain't scared of no appointment. Appointment means nothing to them because they're always ahead of them. They mean nothing. When you can do 1,200 miles in a day, what do you care about an appointment? Facts and Booster. They're not worrying about home time. Their children are grown. They're not worrying about appointments because they know they're going to freaking make them. And here goes something else 1011 ain't worrying about. They're not worried about money. They're not worried about money. They're getting paid ×2 every week. So if let's say their company, they're not even owner ops. Their company, and they're somewhere where each driver is getting 65 cents a mile. Each driver's seeing $1,300 after taxes. You got to times that by 2. Yeah, they're $2,600 a week. Company. That's what company team drivers is getting at a decent company. See, I told you, a little monogamy, a little not whoring can make you a lot of money. Yeah, they can make you a lot of money, man. So they winning and grinning. And you with your old lady, so you ain't blowing no money. She there being cheap about everything. She making your little food and sandwiches and stuff, so you're not eating in the truck stop as much. So the money ends up doing something different. It piles up. And then you take vacations and all that other type of stuff. So if you're not good at that, you train. Because that way, the other person that's in your truck, you're raping them for all their money. You're only giving them a flat rate. So let's say you're a prime. You fight boredom by learning stuff, Hustle Life. You need to get into podcasts and documentaries. You need to get into them quick. You need to be learning something. Those times you're bored is you're supposed to be learning something. Okay? You need to be learning something. You need to be learning something about your industry. You need to be listening to lives like this one. You need to be listening to stuff about business structure because you're eventually going to want to lease a truck. Everybody does. You need to learn about taxes, trucking taxes. Everybody does. Then you got to learn what to do with all that money. And that's the main place where everybody fails. Is if I do make $30,000 in a month, which has happened, what do I do with the money? Though you have 3 years of videos to watch. You should never be bored, Housewife. Never. Okay? So if you are running by yourself and you train and you get a trainee, you giving them a flat $700 a week. But you running them, their shift is applying to your lease money. So if you were doing $4,000 gross as a solo driver leasing at Prime, and you get a student on there, double it. And out of that $8,000, you only giving them $700-800. Depending on fuel, that's how the profit's made. It's that simple. You're either going to do that, or you're going to get an old lady that's on the truck with you, and you're going to stop horning in these streets. Those are your options. Those are your options. But the whole, oh my God, I'm hitting chicks all over the country. He lost $36 billion in a meeting because he lost his old lady. He lost 36. Look how much money he lost just from hitting the maid or hitting whoever he was hitting. It's a fact. It is what it is. So when you come to me, I'm gonna tell you the truth, the truth and the real, the rebirth. The rebirth is you don't know nothing right now. And I only gave you a smidgen. I don't have time to give you everything at one time. A lot of this stuff you're gonna learn on your own, and when you recognize things, you're gonna learn on your own. You need to know what type of shipper and how they operate. I'll give you a reefer example. If I give Mbuso a reefer load, going to JB Beef, National Beef, down Kansas, and I give them a time period between 0600 in the morning to pick it up to 2900 to 2359 at night, he knows that they're not going to give me that load till 11 o'clock at night. You just know that because you understand how the meat packing places do. They use all of their time. All of the time. So if you show up there at 6 o'clock in the morning, you're going to sit there until that 11 o'clock time. They're going to use every bit of it every single time, bro. And it's not going to be early, bro. You already know. Oh, this National Beef, I'm going to be there. At what time? 11? I got to be there at 11. So I'll get there 10, 9. Right. And they give it to you, and that's how they do you. So you should know that from jump. Now in dry van, you have the same thing, but you got to know what your shippers are. See, they're telling you name, JBS, National Beef, Tyson. We already know the name of the places that are going to do that. Smithfield. Yeah. Another thing, your dry van hustle life. Guess what you have to do? You need to go get you a leaf blower. Do you have a leaf blower, hustle life? Purdue Hill chick, Jesus Christ. You don't have a leaf blower. You need to go get one now, not later. You need to drive the truck up to a Walmart, run in there and get you a cheap leaf blower. They only cost you like $30, but they're not expensive. I feel you. $30, $40, get you a nice one. Why do you want one? Because some of the places you go to are going to want you to take that broom and sweep. You don't need a broom if you have a leaf blower. Make sure it's battery powered, that you can charge it. So some of these places are going to send you away if there's any wood chips. You're driving, if there are any wood chips, they're going to send you away. No, you got to go wash that out, or you got to go sweep it out. And they're not going to want you to sweep it there. So what you do is you get you a battery powered, try to get the strongest one you can get, and you go in the back and you just blow that shit right out the back. Bong. And that's clean to drive in. Reefer guys can do it too if no blood spills, but they also have to look at their notes to know if the place is going to require a receipt proof of wash. You understand? You don't have to worry about that right now. Yes, reefer is where all the opportunity is if you're a big boy rookie, but it depends on what path you're trying to take. If you're trying to be an oversized guy eventually, you need to start at flatbed. You understand? I'm trying to put you on game right now, bro. Trying to put you on game. Who are you talking to? What are you talking about there? You good? Yeah, I'm chilling. Let's see what you doing.
I'm chilling.
All right. All right. Jeez, Ojoso. There are tanker OTR drivers, but they don't really make their money off miles. They make their money off added pays. You know, they get washer fine, they get trailer fine pay, trailer wash pay, all type of different pays that add up to their money because a lot of time they be sitting. I was just giving some game today. Weight pay, all that trailer tank cleaning pay. A lot they got to do with all that stuff. But that means you got to be very good at paperwork because you got to log all that. If you miss it, they're not gonna pay you. So like I said, when you come to me, you get the real deal of business. I don't give you none of that. I don't give you none of the scammy stuff. How to flip your money. I don't do none of that stuff. To be honest with you, morally, I disagree with all those gambling ways of making money. I don't think that they're something you should teach. I think they're the devil's work, personally. You know, the whole stock market and all that's Satan. I don't trust none of it, to be honest with you. I'm old school like that. I don't trust none of that. I don't trust none of that. All that's the devil's work. To me, that's me, my personal life. But I also have made a commitment to living a modest lifestyle. You probably haven't done that. The next thing would be money management. And this is where you get into the devil's deal. You're going to make more money, hustle life. You start watching my channel, you're going to start making more money. And that's when the devil talk to you. You understand? So you turn around, lease some money, hit you a lease truck, you start making $2,500, $4,500 a week. The devil will come down the hill. He tell you, hey, hustle life. You done hustled. Hustle Life he been leasing for about 6 months. Hustle Life, he got about $27,000 on his debit card. Cocaine cash. Peace to God. And what did the devil tell him? Hey, you know you deserve a better car, Hustle Life. And he thinks this ain't got nothing to do with trucking. This is my personal life. That ain't true. What is one of the number one ways that lease drivers fail? It's not what they do in trucking. It's their personal nut, their personal money, their personal annual bills is what kills them. That's it. That's why I call it the devil's deal. It's going to try to put you into more debt. And the Bible talks about debt and debtors. But most of us don't love our grandmothers, so we don't remember the stories from the Bible. We don't remember the stories from back in the Chattahoochee River. So you run out there and get you a new car. When it is fundamentally against the Bible to get a new car. I know y'all don't think it is, but it is. It is. There is actual scripture against taking on debt. So you being a good person and buying a new Hellcat, that don't go together. It is unmodest, and there's scripture on modesty in the Bible. Scripture on it. You're literally going against the Bible. There's scripture on modesty. There's scripture on being a whoremonger. That's where do you think the word whoremonger comes from? That's a biblical word. There's scripture on drinking alcohol and being a lush. That's another Bible name. I'm not making none of this stuff up. You just don't know it because y'all don't love Jesus. That's all it is. You stop going to church with your grandmama. You stop going to visit your grandmama. Opposite of the Bible. Thank you, Wet Willie. For Wet Willie, I don't know how you corrected me and your name is Wet Willie, but I'll leave it alone. What you're talking about, T? What you talking about, T? Now you don't know what I'm talking about. Come on, tell them, see? But y'all done got away from, you got away from modesty. You done got away from, how do you think your granddaddy at a time of extreme racism in lower class, how you think he bought that house besides inflation was low? He saved money and he was modest. That's why you used to say, "Yo, granddaddy, why don't you get rid of this old car?" Granddad tell you, ain't nothing wrong with this car. This car started up, run real good. I took good care of it. That's why he talk like that. See, well, there you go. Hustle life. I don't know about Jesus Christ, the master of slaves, but I get, number one, that's stupid. That's dumb. That's dumb. You're talking about a tool that was used against slaves by humans. If that's the case, you would hate guns, right? You would curse every rope you seen, wouldn't you? Right? Every time you see a rope, you would just break out and cry. These are tools people use. Tools are tools. People can use them for anything. A needle can save your life. A needle can kill you. You're not cursing needles. No, you're telling me, well, Jesus Christ, the master of slaves, but you listen to rap music. Rap music kills more people than anybody you know. But you have your favorite rapper, don't you? That's funny. So you're picking and choosing. And it's funny that the regime got you picking to choose to hate Jesus. I'll leave it alone. Y'all don't want me to get real in here. Peace to the God of rebirth and re-education. Ain't that funny? We say that and turn around and turn on some rap music talking about murdering your own kind. You don't have no problem with that. Yeah, I have no problem with that. You don't got a problem with the whoremonger Jezebels that's in your phone, that's sending you butt cheek pictures, trying to tempt your spirit. You ain't got an issue with them. And what they doing that for? They trying to manipulate your spirit to pull money out of you, but you okay with that. Everybody happy with that. Nah, it's fine. E-bitty's on me. Well, that's funny. They trying to give you a whoremonger spirit, trying to put that hot sack of Jawea in your face. You right there happy as day. Oh, I'm good to go. You okay with your buddy when you go home? He tried to get you to go out and drink spirits and drink and be a lush and drink alcohol. You okay with him? If you my homeboy, why are you trying to get me to drink? We okay with that too. It's funny how now we okay with everything in the devil's deal. We okay with all of that. But the one thing we're opposed to is our grandmother's religion. The one thing we are opposed is our grandmother's religion, which is crazy because your grandmother is the one son bitch that loved you. Ain't that a bitch? I don't know if my grandmother's religion is correct, but if it was good enough for her, it is good enough for me. That's the one I'm dying with. Peace to the God of rebirth and the re-education. I'm just trying to tell you the real truth. Listen, all I want you to know, the way to get over in trucking is management, time management, money management. You understand? Time management, money management. And I hate to throw the third one in there. Sex drive management. Those are the 3 wars you're fighting. I would suggest you practice abstinence. And when I say abstinence, that means no masturbation either. Practice semen retention. Practice another thing that will help you a lot if you fast. Only eat in a 6-hour window. Attitude management is a good one. Patience should be at the top of your list of things you're trying to gain. It is valuable to you, hustle life, because it is hard. If it was easy, it wouldn't mean anything. There's a reason why it's hard. No pun intended. If you look at the word, you should be using the gift of discernment and be able to discern what is good for you and what is fluff. So nothing is inherently bad. Nothing is inherently good. You're supposed to use your grown man pants to tell what's in the word that you can pull out that is useful for you. Things become a cliche for a reason. As my grandmama would say, everything glitter ain't gold. That stayed popular for 200 years because it's true. It's true. Some stuff just is. You don't become a cliche if it don't work. Don't cut your nose, spite your face, all that type of stuff. I'm not telling you what you should do or what you shouldn't do. What I'm telling you is you're fighting 4 or 5 different wars and don't know it. If it's better to be prepared, piss poor preparation leads to piss poor performance. How can you win these wars if you don't know you're fighting them? How can you win these wars if you don't know you're fighting them? That's the question. You don't know you're fighting these wars. And that's how trucking is going to get you. No discipline on your food intake is going to kill your health. No discipline on your sexuality is going to kill your wallet. No discipline on your time is going to kill your relationship with your DM. You understand? And no discipline on your ego is going to take the whole castle down. As they say, pride comes before the fall. Pride comes before the fall. You understand that? But y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me. Yeah. It is time for the shout out to the people who actually support the culture and the slums. Peace to the God of rebirth and the re-education. The holiest, last to hit the cash app. Timothy, I see you. Sean Thompson, I see you. Maurice Fuller, Randy Clark, Timothy. McCardell, I see you. M. Boosa, as usual. Elton Hayes. King the Truckers, Tappity Cash App. Mr. Gentleman, I see you. Joran, Gordon, the only ones that supported the culture. The rest took from, that take us. They just want to know how to get to the money. They're actually not going to pay into it, understand the importance of the rebirth and the re-education. That's a fact, though. Don't do drugs. Yeah. 1011 trucking remains top of the cash app. Just knock King down the stable. Says we got the real money. King go back to work. Pressure. Whew. That means 1011 is top of the cash app 2 days in a row. Yeah, yo. Yeah. The truth and the rebirth. Yeah. How did they get to the top of the cash app? Well, 1011 is teaming. Husband and wife team. They got out with the money. Y'all too busy chasing hot Sacagawea. You're chasing butt. That's why you ain't got no money, boy. Stop chasing that loose butt. Yeah, out there chasing that loose cheeks. Appreciate that 1011. They got the cheeks in the truck. You know they do, Ambusa. Ain't nothing better than some loose cheeks. But it costs you in the long run, playboy. Oh my God. Next live's Thursday and Friday. We're going to try to keep it 2 p.m. Central Time. That's the rebirth and the re-education, because you have been taught incorrectly. They tell you to want, they tell you to need, they tell you to greed, but they'll never tell you to feed. That's a fact, though.